Welcome to my house. Frumpy Buckle, you're fishing with Uncle Buck. Well, I'm still over there in Peru, and I've been over there a couple of days now. And I just finished up the, what mission was it? The catfish mission, the last before we have to go do the monster stuff. So I'm getting ready to get my videos ready to go, and I was fishing for these catfish, and the process that it's kind of interesting, and I thought I'd share that with you guys today. So we're going to have, in today's video, we're going to have a fishkin lesson, and we're going to use applied mathematics. Now don't turn the channel, this is not math class. All right, we don't have to think about nothing, we're just going to utilize applied mathematics. It's there, it's a given. That's what I love about math, computers. It's a 1 and a 0, it's on or it's off, yes or no. No gray in between, no emotion, no feelings involved in whether it's a right or wrong thing to do. It either is or it isn't, plain and simple. So what we're going to do, I'm already over there right now. I think I got everything set up so we can make this short and sweet. So we're going to talk about some deep water fishing. Deep water fishing is completely different than if you're fishing along the shore and you're in 10 feet or less water. Everything's different. The minute you get into deep water, all your principles, all your theories, everything changes because of physics. And physics does everything. Okay, so let's jump over there. All right, there we are there. We're here. Let's go fishing. I should still be on the boat. All right, here we are, guys. Now, a couple of quick things. We're in 40 foot of water. Now it's, I think it's 39 point something or whatever. I'm going to use round numbers here. Here. I'm going to use round numbers here to make the math a lot easier. Okay? So we're in 40 foot of water. Let's grab a pole here. I'm going to grab, I got a bottom rod here. Now, this is a heavy chaser. He's 9 foot 10 inches. We're going to assume 10 foot. Make everything easy. So from your bell, the closing bell on the reel to the tip of the rod, you got 10 feet. That's 10 feet of line right there. Now you got 40 feet of water. That's 50 feet. That's if you put your rod tip right down on the water. Okay, 40 feet. Now let's say you got your rod tip up 6 feet in the air. Now you're talking 10 feet, 40 feet, 50 feet, 56 feet with my rod right here, just to touch the bottom right at the tip of my rod at the end of my boat. Right there. It takes 50, 60, 65 feet of water, 6 feet of line. So when you throw this line out there, whoop, let's go out there, and I already got it clipped, so this is something that I did. Let's take a look at where we're at here on the map. All right, we're on the map here, and you look at my spots. There's a trophy flat whiskered catfish right there, and then here's the gilded catfish. Ah, come on. Trophy gilded catfish right there in the front. All right, now this one here is a gilded catfish, 240 inches down. Okay, if you look at that, 240, that tells you I caught that on a match rod. Now here's why I wanted to make this point. All right, the first one I caught, I marked it over there, and this is what I can't stand about the fishing, and you guys know about the marker boys and me, I get crazy. So if we take this rod, and I got it clipped there, so it'll just go to 60 feet. All right, 60 foot out. Right now, we're 60 foot away. We're in 40 foot of water. That rod, you've got a pendulum right there. The center point of that rod, your access point, you've got 10 foot, you're out 60 feet, so you got 50 feet of line out there from the rod tip. It's coming right back at you. Gravity's pulling that bait right back to you. And you can see the line as it's coming in. It's down there now. You think you threw that line out there? No, you didn't. You're right at the tip of your boat. That's where you're fishing right now. All right, so pull it, and it comes straight up. As you can see, it didn't come across the bottom at all. I mean, I took a couple of cranks and up it comes. That's where that thing settled at. And I threw. So in order for you to throw 60 feet out, you need to throw it 120 feet. And then hope there's nothing in the way of it coming back if it's going to land right there in 40 foot of water. However, I don't think 120 feet out. If we go there, take that C off of there, get the clip off of there. All right, that's twice as far. That's as far as this thing can probably throw. So now, if this was all 40 foot of water, clear to where that went, that's 198 feet. That's a little bit far. All right, let's go to 120, somewhere right around in there. You're gonna have to throw that far by the time gravity and everything works and the pendulum swings, in order for that thing to hit the ground 60 feet away from you, you had to throw it 60 feet further. All right, so that being said, now here's the deal, and this is the next thing you gotta look at every time when you're fishing this deep water. Now, what I did, I was coming back here and I knew I had caught a gilded catfish over there, and I had come back from this side of the water over here, and I had my boat parked over there on the side, and I took a bottom rod and I was throwing straight over there, and for 30 minutes I kept throwing bottom rod, nothing. So I took my float rod, took the float rod and threw it over there. Why? Because now with a float rod, here's the difference with that. Now I've got a float rod, I've got it set to what should be 240, 205 for me, 205. So that, because I have a small leader, that's 17 feet. Now float rod, if I throw it over there, it's staying there. Now that bait's going to drop at that point 17 feet straight down. Now I'm fishing over there with a float rod. Unfortunately, you can't get to 20 feet, 40 feet where it is with a float rod. I've got a waggler on here, and the only reason I can't get to 240 is because I got the short leader on it. Put the long leader on, instead of 205, you get 240 out of it. So that gets you down 20 feet. 20 feet is the deepest you can fish with a match rod in this game. That's it. So now, how the hell do you get down to 40 feet over there? How do I fish the bottom? Well, with a bottom rod. I've got a couple of ways of doing it. Let's pull out the bottom rod again. Let's just pretend that we're over there, right there in those lily pads, and we want to fish there, and we're sitting here. Okay, there's two ways of doing this thing. What I usually do, you can either, if you decide, let's say you decided you threw one out here. Okay, we'll just throw out there, and it drops down to the bottom. And this one here, I only threw it 58 feet, so it's coming to the bottom. All right, but if you're out there a ways and you want to fish close to your boat, but straight down, it's the simple way that I do it is, I know that I have a 10-foot rod. If I pull this line in, don't get to 10 foot yet. Slow her down so we can pull her in a little bit slow at a time. So I get to 10 foot, it's going to pull it up automatically. All right, so now 10 foot, I know I can raise it up. My bait's out of the water. Now, if I want to come over here, right beside my boat right here, I can try to come up a little bit more. There, we're at 9 feet now. Now from here, if I want to fish right off the top of my boat, right where my fish finder is, I back it up, just start reeling. Down she goes. No, not to the bottom yet. There's 40 feet. Because I got my pole, 6 feet in the air. So now if I wanted to go to the bottom, I just lower my pole down and boom, she's there. But I want to be able to see everything. There we go. Lowered it down that way. Now don't forget to put your forward retrieve on there. Alright, so now I'm sitting here. What I'm seeing on my viewfinder is exactly what's underneath of me, if that ticker tape even works, but that's what the viewfinder, the transceiver, is underneath the boat right there, so it's looking straight down. So you're above what you're seeing on your fish finder. And you're fishing 40 foot down right there. So that's how we conquer the bottom rod dilemma of deep water. Guys, I hope that little tip there helped you out a little bit. If it did, remember, give me a like button there. Subscribe. I'm almost done with my missions, and I'm gonna have all kinds more of these kind of things to do. All little tricks and tips about fishkin, and I mean that's real life. That's nothing here what I invented for this damn game. That's just physics, applied mathematics, the way the world works, and this game does it too. So don't get fooled once again by them damn marker boys. Understand them. Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you later. I've got a fish I gotta get to. Take it easy.